Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Rater, and today I'm gonna cook up something for you on the Instant Noodle Recipe Time show. I've got something that you've probably never heard of, but I'm gonna guess you probably haven't. This is more for our international crowd. This is from Indonesia. We have Lemonilo. I think I'm pronouncing it correct. I could be wrong. Lemonilo. This is a Mi Goreng. Not too. Yeah, whatever. In the U.S., you will find a very popular brand of Mi Goreng called Indomie. So if you probably won't be able to find this one right off the bat, but in the future you might. So this is some pretty neat stuff. So I've got a couple things I really like to add to Mi Goreng just as rule of thumb. This one I'm making for my wife today, so I'm not throwing on a ton of spicy stuff with it. Normally I might, but that's okay. Lemonilo. Let's have a look inside at what we got here. So, oops, I dropped some of the Lemonilo packaging on the floor, man. Okay. So Lemonilo is a company that really likes to do healthy-minded stuff. So they're all about health and health products and things like that, which is why their noodles are green. Yes, these are green noodles. However, I will tell you right now, these are not green noodles. If you like those, I'm sorry, but I absolutely hate them. Those are the noodles with the morahaya in them, and I'm just not a fan. So I've got water coming to a boil. Let me look at the instructions. Pro tip, look at the instructions. So this one goes for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So we're going to set the timer and drop that in a moment, and then we're going to talk about eggs because we need to have a little discussion about the fried egg. I've kind of settled on these little egglets for doing the ramen style egg, the soft boiled, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to like, dude, you copped out or something. You're a sellout. And I'm like, no, they just really worked well. I was hoping they would, and I was thinking, I'll probably only use them once or twice, and then I'll get kind of burnt out on spending the time to do that. And actually, the investment of time to the reward of having a soft-boiled egg is worth every minute, and the fact that I don't have to peel them. I'm so sold on that, dude. Oh my god, it's rad. So, all right, our water's boiling. Let's drop the noodle block in. Drop you down a little. Let's turn you on. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And put you right there. Yeah, right there like that. Okay. So let's talk eggs. So we got that first part. We got the hard-boiled action and all that out of the way. As far as regular hard-boiled are, and as far as they go, rather, I usually just jump on the store brand. I just buy them pre-hard-boiled because I don't have to peel those either. Yeah. Do you see a theme? A lazy cooking theme happening here? Anyways, so come on. I make instant noodles all the time. That's kind of lazy too. But, alright, so right here, let me see if I can get a good shot for you of this. This is a skillet. Did you know that? That's called a skillet. And in the skillet, I've got a lid on it. Look at that. Look at that little thing right there. Now, see the little ring? It used to have a little thing that stuck out of here, and it was a handle, and it had a little face on it. I'm not kidding. I think the face fell off because I used it a few times, but see that? This is what I call a pure happy egg. Now, the reason that it comes out looking like that and not all burnt and crusty and nasty like I see people do on Instagram constantly is this is a slow fried egg. You get the skillet nice and warm and then ratchet it back down to about low. And then that egg ring makes it, perfectly round, but you don't have to do that. But then you let it sit. And I think this egg, how long did you take? Maybe 10, 12 minutes to cook. And notice it's not rife with air bubbles all around it. It's pretty happy there. And I gave it a little extra time. I thought I'd let the yolk be half and half, kind of. And that's kind of like what we got there. If you look, you can see like one side is a little more orange. The other side is a little more yellow, so it's kind of just in that right little spot. So anyways, yeah, I remember, thinking like, how do I make the perfect fried egg? And there were so many different videos and stuff. Literally, just be slow with it. And what you'll find, at least with those egg rings, right towards the end, right towards the end, you'll find that the top of it, it's like everything's cooked except there's like this layer of liquid. And that's when I put a saucepan lid on it and let it kind of sit for, a few minutes. Sometimes I'll crank up the heat, maybe like to 4 or 5. Wait till I hear just the hint of a sizzle. And then turn it off completely. Let it sit until I'm ready, and there you go. So there's that. Also in this, you've kind of got the standard Mi Goreng accoutrements. You have, I believe this is a chili powder, which we're going to skip today. And the bumbu, the sauce. And then we have a seasoned oil. Oh my, our noodles are good and ready to go. And of course this black stuff, this is called Kicap Manis. I don't know. It's sweet soy sauce, and it's good stuff. Very thick, very sticky, so yeah, you can make quite a mess with it, but try not to. Alright, so let's drain you. Okay, so here are let's tilt you down a bit. Here's our pot of very green noodles. They're green because they have spinach in them. And that's, you got the Popeye thing going on. I like that. So let's just use the seasoning, not the chili powder. Let's do one side. Come on, let go. Give that a good stir action. For these, so they don't make as much of a mess, I generally just cut them in two. Some brands have, this one is 2 connected to each other. There are ones that have 3. I think I've seen 4. So it's easy to make a mess. Don't make a mess. Cut your sachets. Unless maybe somebody will say, "Oh, here's how everybody in Indonesia does it." You fool. And that's fine. I am absolutely into learning, so especially learning the way people do things in their home countries, because that just is kind of like the whole thing I'm really in most of this noodle stuff for, is to learn about culture. Alright. And now the sweet, sticky sweet soy sauce. Look at that stuff. Yeah. Oh, baby. This is good stuff right here. Very, very sweet. And then we give it a nice combining, stirring motion. A motion for the centuries. Combination of noodle and seasoning unlike any other in the world. Well, I might be getting a little too crazy here, but yeah, I really think Mi Goreng is where it's at. As far as, you know, the dry side of the noodle spectrum. Although the Taiwanese stuff is good, and yakisoba, man. But when it really comes down to it, they're very similar. It's just a noodle, some seasoning, and some stirring. Alright, so time to slap this all together. Okay, we're straighten up a little. I'm not sure you can see it. So tilt it down. There we go, that'll work. Alright, so we have our noodle, which will grace our plate playfully as so. I try to get it towards the middle during plating just to make it look nicer, but that doesn't always work. It's food, it doesn't matter. Not every meal has to be like a work of art, but I try to make it look nice. Now for our friend, the egg. The slippery egg. Come on, you work with me now. And maybe a little bit of coriander on there. You probably think like, what? What? Oh, you should have seen what I used to put on Mi Goreng. I used to put pickled ginger and sriracha and all sorts of totally not normal stuff. But one thing that they definitely put over there on Mi Goreng, I usually use a different brand. I found these locally when I was shopping today with my boy Andy. I found these crispy onions. And so that'll work. So there you have it. Let's get a nice, rotate it this way. And zoom on in. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, there's really no big crazy thing going on here. Big crazy. Anyways, so yeah, this was the, and I really hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, I apologize. This is the Lemonilo Mie Goreng. There is going to be a Meet the Manufacturer with them coming really soon. They only have one instant noodle product currently, so it's a short one. So definitely one to check out. Yeah, but yeah, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one. Bye.